Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Thursday's yoga. I always say it's nice to be with you because it really is. I know we're virtually together. And gosh, I'm happy to be back in Vermont. Last week was in Florida and quarantining. Say that 5 times real fast. But really happy to be here. Gosh, I can't believe that next Thursday will be October 1st. Where does it go, right? September, boom. So this month, because school starts in September and it's a time to start things. So September has been a time for starting and restarting for some people, and that's a beautiful thing. Without going through last week, we, talked about what yoga was, and it is a journey. I believe one of the best journeys one can take in life because it involves that, self-inquiry, beginning to ask questions and hopefully traveling with the breath inside, using the breath, think of it like a flashlight, and whatever it comes upon, a feeling, noticing something, can you begin to quiet everything? We travel slowly on this journey, using the breath as our guide. Whatever you come upon, can you come upon that without judgment? Just accept where you are at the moment. I don't know about you, but this yogi here has a self-critic very often that wants center stage and has all these wonderful things to tell me that I'm not doing right, and or I could be doing better. And that voice is something that, without getting into the psychology of the ego and all of that, that voice becomes a thought. And, I just throw out to you today, while you're on this journey, do you really think you are your thoughts? At times I'd like to think not. I'd like to believe that we are this infinite, on this journey of infinite possibilities and discovery. And ultimately it's finding that place, we hear about the true self, and, it gets deep and it gets heavy, but, can you arrive at a place that is peaceful and quiet and believe that is you? And it's a beautiful place. And so I invite you on this journey of self-inquiry through yoga, through meditation in movement. So happy travels. So this week's shout out is to 3 of my sisters in-law. I don't know why they have it in-law. Wasn't much for keeping the law, but Maria McDonough, Ruth Bloom, and Susie Anderson, all sisters-in-law who are near and dear to my heart. So I wish you a most blessed month of birthday celebration, that, your life has certainly touched mine and my family's. So, all right, with all that said, on to housekeeping. Blow your nose. We are going to do a new breath in addition to our 5-count breathing, slowing everything down to start. We're going to end it with the breath of fire, which is, I do it every morning. Not that I need to get on fire anymore, but it does energize me. So it's pretty exciting. So blow your nose, please. And grab a belt or a strap. Keep it close by. I never know what we're going to do towards the end, but having a a strap as an option or a belt, and use it too. I'm learning. I'm no expert teacher, but I will try to, tell you where we can modify, and even standing poses. If that extra support, a chair or a wall or a windowsill, listen. I am the voice. Your body's the teacher. Together, I can only hope and pray that you enjoy this journey. And then always a comfortable seated cushion or a pillow, and then a blanket, for Shavasana, certainly our last pose of the day, as well as putting it under your knees for some of the poses that we go onto our knees, if you have that sensitivity. All right, my friends, let's come to a comfortable seated pose, kind of get yourself there. Pulling the flesh back a wee bit allows your hips to just kind of come forward. I invite you to place your hands either in a downward position of a grounding, you'll feel grounded, or upward in a gesture of receiving. Either it's your practice, keep that in mind for the next hour. And now, wherever you are, begin to just roll your shoulders. Throughout this practice, I'm going to, really remind you about posture, and now reverse that roll, but keeping your shoulders away from your ears and doing your best to really give space up here, so it's like, if you just go like this and pull out to the side and really feel yourself expanding through the collarbone and just pulling your shoulders, it's up, back, and down, and allows your spine to extend. We want a straight spine, especially in this seated pose here. And I invite you to really root your hips down into your cushion. Remember that from the waist down, think of it as the tree trunk, and you're really rooting your legs, your feet into the earth. That's where all that's happening, folks. That's where the energy is. And then rooting, extending through your spine, through the crown of your head. I don't have a ponytail up here, but so that straight spine. Enough from me. I invite you now to close your eyes with your lips pursed together. Begin to inhale through your nose, feeling your belly expand, rib cage fill up, lungs fill up. Just do a few, and then we'll do our counting, and then exhale as you draw your belly in, your core in, allowing all the air to leave you. Slowing down. We're going to be here for a little bit. Travel with your breath. Feel your breath moving through you. Hear your breath moving through you. If you constrict the back of your throat, you come into the Ujjayi breath, the audible breath. And your mind begins to slow down. Some of those thoughts, that inner critic, say, just have a seat. Don't need you right now. And just be. Feeling, listening to your breath, taking in the life force, the prana, and then releasing back to the earth your energy, taking in and letting go. Wherever you are, on your next inhale, inhale to the count of 5. Pause at the top, hold it for a moment, and now drawing your belly in, exhale, empty out to the count of 5. Pause at the bottom, And now slowly inhale. Pause at the top. Hold it. And now exhale. Find this slow rhythm. Maybe you can begin that inside curiosity by drawing up your pelvic floor. Drawing in like you were holding in midstream while you were urinating. Hold it, pull it up, maybe on the inhale, and then relax it on the exhale. Begin to just feel your body. As the mind slows down, the body begins to awaken. Maybe it feels safer that you're not asking it to run, do, be, rather than just breathe at the moment. Three more Ujjayi breaths. Try to hear your breath to the count of 5. And when you're finished, I invite you to open your eyes. And now just scan your body. Maybe you feel just a wee bit settled, calmer. Take note of it. Don't need any sort of commentary. Just train yourself to become the witness. And I'm going to just demonstrate the breath of fire. So it's just a simple in breath and emptying out. And once you've emptied out, you just draw in your pelvic floor and like you were blowing out candles. The inhale takes care of itself. So, let's try this together. I'll give you the clap and it's a slow, let's do 50 and then we'll stop and we'll try it again. But make sure that, after you exhale, draw up your pelvic floor and then, so you're really engaged down here. And then just like you were blowing out a candle or a fire, I don't know. Okay, let's try this. It's hard for me to talk and breathe, remember? Alrighty then, let's inhale. Exhale. Draw up your pelvic and blow it all the way out, empty out. And now purse your lips together and breathe through your nose. Feel it. Kind of feels a little cleaner, a little more energetic. Gosh, I wish you guys were here so I could say, so how did that feel? You can all come to Vermont and be here. I would love that. Okay, let's try it again. On the inhale, exhale all the way out. Drop your pelvic. 10. 20. 30. 40. Blow it out, 50. All right. Lips together. Inhale through your nose. I always feel it feels colder, a little more sensation. It's a wonderful breath. Very energizing, balancing. Alrighty. On your next inhale, both arms come up. Breath and movement. Exhale, both arms come down. One more. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, placing your left fingertips down on the mat. Inhale, right arm comes up, press into your left. You might want to use a block here or books or whatever is suitable. And now kind of twist open and gaze up. Where your body goes, your eyes go rather, your body follows. Breathe, root down, really draw your knees, feel your body going in opposite directions here. One more inhale and exhale here. Take a deep inhale. On your next exhale, float your right fingertips down. Right away, inhale, left arm comes up. Reach out through your fingertips, gaze up. Draw your kneecaps down, your knees down, pressing into your right palm. Really reach out with your left fingertips, gaze up. Opening the hips, feeling the stretch, opening your intercostal muscles. Think of your breath like weaving in between, the rib cage, that beautiful protector of the heart and organs. Breathing in and out. One more inhale here, deep. On your next exhale, left arm comes down. Inhale, right arm comes over, left comes back. Inhale, extend through the crown of your head. First twist. Exhale, gazing over your left shoulder. Each inhale has you coming higher up. Exhale, gazing over the left shoulder. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, twist. One more inhale, extend. On the exhale, move. Left arm to grab a hold of right knee. Right arm behind. You might feel a nice adjustment. I know I just did. Inhale, extend up to the crown of your head. Exhale. Breathe. Inhale. Always moving, even if it's just a centimeter. Just visually, on the inhale, you're extending. And on the exhale, a slight twist. One more. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, twist. On the inhale, crisscross your arms. Grab a hold of your left knee with your right arm. Draw your knees up. So that you have a really nice hold on the knees. On your next exhale, tuck your chin, draw your knees down. We're now opening the back side of the body. Drawing your knees down, tucking your chin to your chest, getting as small as you can here. Breathing, inhale and exhale. Take a deep inhale. On your next exhale, bring both hands behind. Maybe slide your knees off the mat, wherever you are, and you just want to knees up, back, and down, chest up in the air, and just drop your knees. Don't let your head go all the way back. Keep some tension, keep some support in your neck. We're not dropping the head all the way back. Breathe. Inhale and exhale here. Feel the nice stretch in the front side of the body. On your next exhale, come on down to your seat. Remove your blanket or your pillow off to the side. Knees come a little wider than hip width distance. Hands can be in the same direction of your feet or facing the back wall, your call. I like to have them facing. Inhale, shoulders up, back and down, rooting down. Feel your sits bones pressing in. Take a deep inhale here. Drop your knees over to the left on the exhale. Inhale brings you to center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, exhale. Motion is lotion. We keep our issues in our tissues. Keep that in your little basket for the day. All right, next time we drop over to the left side, just swing your right arm over. You might want to pivot on the left palm. Inhale to center, exhale. Just warming up slowly. Inhale to center, exhale brings you over to the left. Inhale to center, left arm to the right. Next time we pop on to the left side, draw up on your left knee and your left hand. We're going to hold this. Extend your right leg, extend your right arm. One nice long, fingertips to toes. One nice stretch. Balancing on your left palm. Make sure that you're cupping your fingers a wee bit so that not all the pressure is on your wrist. Breathe. Feel it's like you're like a cat or a dog in the sun. Like really nice stretch. One more inhale. On the exhale, come back to center. Dropping your right palm, rolling over to your right knee. Inhale, left arm, left foot. Really exaggerate. Press in. Feel the nice stretch in the hip, thighs. You're arching your back a wee bit. Really a nice, wonderful early morning stretch here. And breathe. One more inhale, deep, long, fill up. On the exhale, come back to center. Beautiful. Rolling onto your knees, coming onto all fours. And here, always palms under shoulders, knees under hips, tops of your feet where you tie your shoes pressing into the mat. You can really wiggle your toes to make sure you can feel your toes onto the mat. Not cupping like this, but just a slight, like you had a ladybug that you're protecting on the palm. But you really want to make sure that that the wrist isn't taking a lot of this. Keep your thumbs so that your thumbs are facing each other. And remember, the eyes of the elbow. My sister-in-law, Donna, really got a kick out of that. So the eyes of the elbow, here's your elbow, turn so that the eyes of the elbow are facing forward. All right. On your next inhale, drop your belly, butt goes out, gaze up, exhale, chin to chest, round your spine. Really exaggerate it, because that's what I'm doing. Inhale, gaze up, exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Two more on your own, moving with your breath. On your next inhale, extend your left arm, right leg in one line here. So that if I wanted, I could use you as a bench. I could sit on your back. I could put a tray. I could pull up a chair. So you're in table, but you're in a nice balanced pose. You're really reaching out through your toes in your hand. You're holding this pose, extending out, point your toes. Let's do a little point flex. Flex and point, just to give you something to do while you're here. But it's really good. Engage your thigh. Really feel your kneecap pull up. Your thigh is engaged. Your core is engaged. It's just not your knee and your hand holding you here. You're reaching out through your fingertips. One more inhale and exhale here. On your next exhale, bring your palm and your knee to the mat. On your next inhale, extend right arm, left leg. Reach out as though someone were playing tug of war and both sides felt that they were winning. Or, if that doesn't get you,
you're trying to touch the wall in front of you and the wall behind you. And you really are just right there, you can touch it. Point and flex, point and flex. Feel your muscle in your left leg. Can you really focus on that? Draw your attention to it. Breathe. As you're holding it, your core is holding you up. On your next exhale, bring your knee and your palm to the mat. And we're gonna have a little option here for those that wanna take it out to the side. I'm gonna do it in both ways. This is where we do pratapana. This is stoking the fire. We're now going to begin to heat up the body and get ready for our flow and our balance poses. So on your next inhale, extend left arm, right leg, exhale, chin to chest, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend, exhale, elbow to knee, chin to chest. Inhale, extend, we've got two more. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Extend here. Now for those that are new and just want to pull out to the side, just bring your left leg up. For those that want, bring your right leg out to the side, flex your foot. We're going to hold this here. And breathe. Doesn't it feel good? So what do you guys want to talk about? All right, reach out for your left fingertips. Flex your right foot. If it starts to drop, just pull it up a wee bit. Breathe, hold it. Sometimes we think that we always have to be in motion to be, making a difference. Holding a pose is equally as effective. One more breath here. On your next exhale, left arm, right knee, palm and knee to the mat. Take a couple breaths here. See, I told you that, breath of fire really gets me going. All right, on your next inhale, extend left arm, right arm, left leg, elbow to knee, chin to chest, around your spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Two more. Breathe as you move. Exhale, never hold your breath. Always breath and movement. Okay, on this one, hold it out, flip your palm, bring your left leg out to the side, flex your foot. If you want, you can just keep your knee bent like you're a dog with a fire hydrant. Don't drop into your left leg. See, now I can tell that my left leg doesn't go quite as high as my right, but my mind wants to say something about that. But don't let it, right? Just be where you are. Breathe, point, and flex. I always like to do that because it takes my mind off where I am. One more. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Whew. I hope you guys felt that. I certainly did. Take a breath. On your next inhale, sweep up your left arm, reach up. On your next exhale, dive. Left arm, left shoulder, left ear on the mat. Extend your right leg out. You can stay here or bring your right arm up. Grab a hold of your left thigh. Open your shoulder and breathe. On your next exhale, drop your right palm, bring your right knee back to meet your left. Take a breath here. On your next inhale, sweep up your right arm. Exhale, dive, right arm, right ear, right shoulder. Extend, left leg out to the side and breathe. So nice, if you want, bring your right arm up. Grab a hold of the inside of your thigh, just to open your heart a wee bit. And breathe. On your next exhale, bring your left palm, right meets left, and take a breath here. Okay, roll over your toes. Let's just bring our knees up. and hold that. Engage your core. Feel your core being engaged. Roll over your toes. It's a nice stretch on your feet as well. On your next exhale, press all the way up, come up onto your toes, drop your head, and breathe. On your next inhale, step, walk, or bring your feet up to your hands, and you can check to see if you're hip width distance by bringing 2 fists in between your feet. And now grab a hold. Engage your thighs, draw your kneecaps up. A slight bend. You don't want to hyperextend, so don't have it like you're really hyperextending the back here. Just a nice little bend in the back of your legs, thighs pulled up, kneecaps engaged, or kneecaps pulled up and thighs engaged. Probably makes better sense, right? And on your next exhale, you're hinging at the hips. Grab a hold of your elbows and begin to walk your elbows down to the mat. Dropping your head, shaking your head yes and no. No tension in your neck. And breathe. And now here, I invite you to either take, oh, that's nice hair. Take your peace fingers and you can grab a hold of your big toe into a yogi toe lock. And if you're here, bend out to the side. Bend your elbows as you pull up on your toes, just to hinge a little bit further and then drop your head. If you want, you take your hattas, slip them under your padas, either palm up or palm down, and bend your elbows in towards your shin. Wherever you are, you want to feel the stretch in the back side of your leg. This is really good inversion, all this blood going to your brain. If you haven't passed out yet from all that, I invite you now to release. Bring your hands to your hips and come up to a standing pose. And I did tell you that we have fun here, right? Yoga is not, at least in my world, not a serious game. Life can be serious, not yoga. Okay. I really now just invite you to scan your body. Close your eyes. Really, just run through. See how you feel. You know, can you notice a difference? Remember, yoga, this journey is one of self-inquiry without judgment. You know, it's the highest form of spiritual practice, according to Swami Kripalu. Self-judgment with compassion. All right, so ankles touching, feet flat, knees touching, really ground down. So from the waist down, we're really rooting into the earth. Kneecaps pulled up, thighs engaged, shoulders up, back and down. Inhale, both arms come up, interlace your fingers, pointing your pointer fingers, reach up. On your next exhale, bend over to the left. Really reach out. Now we started in a seated pose doing this. You know, can you go a little deeper this time? We have warmed up. We've done some pratapana. We've warmed, we've stoked the fire inside. We're moving slowly. Really see if you can't push yourself. There's a fine line between discomfort and pain. Only you can know where that fine line is. Do you quit before you really begin to feel something? Or do you go too far and fall off a cliff? I know someone who did that. All right, reach out through your fingertips. On your next exhale, come a little farther down. Engage your thighs, use your core to bring you up to standing. And breathe. Inhale, extend up. Exhale. Just melt over to the right. Feel like you're melting. Thighs are engaged. You feel nice and secure here. Each exhale might have you don't want to collapse. You want to be reaching out through your fingertips. Don't forget to keep that awareness and you know, your arms are alive. They're just not there for the picture. Really reach out through your fingertips. Feel the stretch in the left hip. Each exhale has you coming a little bit farther down. One more, inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, using your core, come up to center. Now you get to drop your head all the way back. Shake your head yes and no. And here we'll do the Donald. So the Donald is, I'm gonna come up for the camera for this. So you're kissing the sky, like, this really helps with the neck. It's a tough place to engage your muscles here. So while we're there, kiss the sky. Do the Donald. All right, so inhale. I mean, really. Did I just say that? Okay, so inhale, reach up, drop your head back, do the Donald, and on your next exhale, press your thighs forward as you draw a straight line on the ceiling as you sink back, melt back, but you're up and over, all the way back, sips of air, breathe, as you're doing the Donald. One more. On your next inhale, come up to center. Exhale, release both arms with a flat back. Hinge forward, all the way down. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, all the way down. Next time you come up to a flat back, or bow all the way down, inhale to a flat back. On your next exhale, drop your left knee behind, left knee on the mat, top of your left foot pressing. Both hands on your right thigh. Feel the nice stretch on the left side of your psoas. Inhale, bring both arms up. Exhale, out to the side. Engage your hands behind. Open your heart. If you can only grab a hold of your forearms, well done you. If you can, open as you inhale and now lean back. Breathe, feel the stretch in the front side of your body. On your next exhale, release, roll over your toe, and now straighten your right leg, bend your head. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, maybe your head touches your shin or just comes down, wherever it is. Inhale, come up. Exhale, move back. On your next inhale, as you come up, bring your left knee up. Bring your right knee to the outside. Now, it was on the inside. Bring it to the outside. Press into your palms and just slide, slowly slide your right leg and come into plank. Reaching out through your heels. Now you can stay right here. For some of you who want a little bit of fire, you can come down on left elbow, right palm, left palm, left elbow, right palm, left palm. You get the picture. But just come down on opposite and then come on back up. Do 3 more. For the rest of us, hold this here, extend out through your heels, crown of your head, and breathe. As I said earlier, holding poses isn't easy. We don't think we're doing anything, but really you are, if your core is engaged. One more breath here. Now drop your knees, butt up in the air. Don't move your arms. Allow your chest to come through. Elbows up, butt up in the air. Breathe. Exhale. Drop your belly. Tops of your feet coming onto the mat. Inhale, come up. Try not to press into your palms on this one. Really use your lower back to feel yourself come up. If you can, just bring your palms up a wee bit. You can use them, certainly, but don't have them doing all the work. This is part of your lower back. On your next exhale, you can either press back into child's pose, or if you want, come up back into plank. Exhale. Come into down dog. Take 3 breaths here into downward dog. Making sure your palms are aligned, thumbs facing each other. Turn the eyes of your elbows in a wee bit. Shake your head yes and no, no tension. If If you want, bend your knees. On your next inhale, bring your right leg forward, drop your left knee, top of your left foot pressing into the mat, both hands on your right thigh, and then just come down. Feel it first. Feel the top of your left foot in the mat. The stretch in your left psoas, hip, and so forth. On your next inhale, bring both arms up. Engage, interlace your fingers, biceps alongside. And this one, we're just going to reach up and over and feel the stretch in your left front side, hip, and breathe. Breathe into this feeling. Maybe close your eyes. One more inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, drop both arms back. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Drop your head, chin to chest. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, move back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, move back. On your next inhale, come forward. Bring your right knee. Did I do the same side? I hope not. I hope you guys were smart enough to switch. And to bring it on, I did do this side, darn it. Okay, why don't one of you guys tell me? All right, so I hope you did the opposite side. But if not, sorry. All right, hold plank here. And now we're gonna do chaturanga. So chaturanga is bend your elbows slowly to the inside. See if you can't keep your thighs off the mat. Push forward. Thighs still aren't touching. If they have to touch, certainly touch. Tops of your feet pressing into the mat. Exhale onto your toes, chin to chest. 3 breaths here in downward dog. On your next inhale, step, walk, or fly your feet forward. Walking, just pivot your feet so your feet are touching, toes, heels touching. Shake your head yes and no. On your next inhale, hands to your hips with a flat back, come on up to standing. On your next inhale, I'm going to move to the side here. On your next inhale, I want you to sit down. Your knees are still touching, ankles still touching, hands are on your hip. What I want you to do is take the sway out of this just a wee bit and tuck. You know, that was a slight movement, but there's not as much of a sway. I don't want you to come into Utkatasana like this. Just a slight tuck of your tailbone. Sit down as though you were sitting, and now release your hands. Bring your biceps to the inside, sides of your head, palms facing each other, like this, knees touching, toes touching. You're sitting down as though on each exhale perhaps, and maybe, do you see my toes? Maybe bring your toes off the mat so that you can feel all 4 corners of your feet pressing into the mat, and breathe. Let's do 2 more deep breaths because we're going to come back to this beautiful pose, awkward chair, Utkatasana. 1 more inhale and exhale, bow forward, chin to chest. Shake your head yes and no. Let go of your arms and do like a rag doll. Just really kind of shake it out. Okay, we're going back down. Inhale, bring both arms up, palms facing each other. Remember to slightly tuck in. As you come down, reach your arms up, biceps alongside your face. Find that point of focus and breathe. On your next exhale, bring your hands into prayer. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Gaze up. Press your elbow into your knee and your knee into your elbow. Equal pressure. And breathe. On your next inhale, release your hands.
Coming back, your thighs might be talking to you. They're awake, they're alive. Exhale, palms together. Left elbow to the outside of right knee, twist open and breathe. On your next inhale, release. Come one more time up because you can. And on your next exhale, drop down. Shake your head yes and no. And here, balancing on your right foot, bring your left foot up. Grab a hold of your block here. Bring your hands out in front. Bring your left hand out in front of your right foot. And just bring to stabilize. And just bring your left leg up. Drop your head down. See if you can't balance. If you need both hands, do that. But just let's start that balancing. Bring your forehead closer to your shin. On your next exhale, bring your left leg down. Inhale, right leg comes up. Right arm comes in front of left foot. Maybe grab a hold of your left ankle with your left hand and drop your head and breathe. Each inhale has you bringing your right leg up a little higher in the standing split. On your next exhale, drop your head, shake your head yes and no. Hands on your hip, engage your thighs, engage your core, and come all the way up to stand. Close your eyes, scan your body, see how you feel. Probably feel a little bit in your lower back. We've really awakened that part of the body. Bringing your hands back to your hip, draw your left foot up, shoulders up, back and down. Come into this nice balanced standing pose. We're gonna move into tree pose. So with tree, you can bring your foot to the outside of your ankle, your shin, not your knee, or your thigh. Press your thigh back in to your foot. Keeping your hands on your hips, find your balance. If you fall out, good for you. Get back in. We can start over all day long. That's the beauty of life. We get to start over all the time. Bringing your hands out to the side like a tree. Really extend. Let's flip the palms up, drop the palms down. Feel that nice stretch in your arms from all of the work we do on our computers, phones, at the kitchen sink, wherever we're using our hands. You know, I read someplace that our thoughts are manifested through our hands. So we take what we think and we act it out. And generally we use our hands. So really extend out through your arms, bring your arms back, your palms down, and hold this. Feel the sensation that you're feeling. On your next inhale, bring your arms up alongside, biceps alongside your ears. Exhale, come down into heart center. On your next inhale, bring your knee up, release your foot wherever it is. On your next exhale, extend your foot out in front. Just hold it, flex your foot, really feel the underside of your leg working. And if you're balancing and you're moving, move with it. You know, really kind of go with it. On your next exhale with your foot flexed, see if you can't just bring it to the back and hold it there. Balancing on your right leg, pulling your right kneecap up, thigh is engaged. On your next inhale, come on back to center, drop your left foot down. Well done. Okay, standing on your left foot. On your next inhale, bring your foot to the outside of your ankle, your calf, or your thigh, and notice one side of our body is very different. You know, the right and the left, the right brain, the left brain. One's more of the computer, one's more of the artist. You know, celebrate the differences in ourselves. So if your right or your left side is apparently very different and noticeable. Say, ah, how about that? I notice you. That's all we want, really. Isn't that true, to be noticed? Okay, pressing your foot to the inside of your thigh, and your thigh answers back. On your next inhale, bring your arms out to the side. Turn your palms up. Now we're just gonna work our palms. We're gonna, that ball and socket joint. So inhale, and then exhale all the way back. Inhale, really feel you moving your arms to the point where you can't move it anymore. Balancing. You know, we're, you know, it's just really good to, whenever we can, move parts of the body. This is like the WD-40 for our joints. We just want to move things. Always keep the circulation going in whatever part of the body we can get at. Breathing. All right, one more. Inhale here. Exhale. On your next inhale, bring your arms out in front, interlace your fingers, press the palms up to the ceiling, as tall as you can be for this moment in time. Pressing your left foot into the mat, extending through your palms and breathing. One more inhale. On your next exhale, bring your arms out to the side for balance. Release your right foot. Hold it here for a moment. On your next exhale, straighten your right foot. Engage your right thigh. You know, a tight muscle is a light muscle. I did hear that. I'm not sure I believe it, but I'm going to say it because it's taking up some time. It's taking your mind off how your leg is feeling, but I'm sure it's true. So breathe. One more inhale. On your next exhale, bring your right leg behind. Find your balance, and if you're getting a little whoopsie-doo here, be it. Reach out and breathe. On your next inhale, come back up to center. Bring your hands together. Scan your body. Close your eyes. Beautiful. On your next inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale to a flat back. We're going to move fast through this flow. Exhale. Inhale, right leg, left leg. Downward dog, drop your leg, your chin to your chest. Inhale, left leg comes up, open your hip, bend your knee, gaze under your right shoulder. Really feel that nice opening in your left hip. On your next exhale, bring your left foot up in between. Inhale, come on all the way up. Reach out through your right heel. Feel that like you're about like a runner would. On your next exhale, drop your right heel down. Bring your left hand to the inside of your, if you want, rest it on your left thigh. Wherever you are, reach up. If you're here, elbow into the inside of your knee and breathe. On your next exhale, cartwheel, your right, pivot your right. Bring your left foot back to meet your right. Drop chin to chest. Inhale, right leg comes up all the way. Exhale, open your hip, bend your right knee. Gaze under your left shoulder. Feel that nice opening. On your next exhale, bring your right foot up in between your hands. Inhale, both arms come up. Moving slowly with your breath. On your next exhale, drop your left knee, your left heel. Right hand comes to the inside of your right knee. Inhale as you reach up with your left fingertips. Hold it here for a breath. Breathe. On your next exhale, cartwheel, your left hands down. Bring your hand to opposite side. Bring your right foot back to meet your left.
Drop onto your knees, coming over to onto your bum, and rock and roll. Grab a hold of both knees. Let's go. Really massage the back of your spine. Inhale and exhale as you move. Next time you come up, hold it here, balance. Your shoulders, like mine did, creeped up. So I'm going to move up, back, and down. Shoulders away from your ears. Point your toes. This may be exactly where you are. Be there. Be happy where you are. If you want to take your hands behind, it's a little more challenging. Each move we get will be a little more challenging. You can release, bring your arms out to the side and straighten. 5 deep Ujjayi breaths here. Core is engaged, pointing through your toes. That's 1 breath. Breathe, inhale and exhale. 2 breaths. Breathe again. Deep inhale and exhale. 3. Nice and slow. Inhale and exhale. 4. Last one, make it a good one. Breathe in. Exhale, draw your knees up. Drop onto your back. Engage, drawing your knee. Extend your right leg down. Take 2 hands. Pull your left knee, avoiding your rib cage, into your shoulder. Back of your head resting on the mat. We're cutting off the blood supply to your descending colon here. And breathe. On your next exhale, take your right hand to the outside of your left. Extend your left arm and drop your knee over as you gaze in opposite direction to your knee. And breathe. On your next inhale, using your core, bring your left knee back. Inhale, draw in. Exhale, drop your left leg. Interlace your fingers. Pull your right knee, avoiding your rib cage, into your right shoulder, cutting off the blood supply to your ascending colon. Think of a hose. When you bend the hose in half, you cut off all the blood supply. All the water. How funny would that be, right? I forget it. Okay, so pulling your knee in, and then when you let go, it's like whoosh. Okay, taking your left hand to the outside of your right knee and dropping it over to the side, gazing in opposite direction of your knee. And breathe. This is our last twists. Inhale, come back to center, grab a hold of both. Hug yourself. Give yourself a nice big hug. Now we're cutting off the blood supply to our transverse colon. I don't really know what that does. Anyhow, drop your head back, pull, draw your knees really in tight. In yoga, we say, self-love says, I love you. Self-care says, prove it. And, hugging yourself and taking the time to practice yoga, you prove it. So take a deep breath here. On your next exhale, release. Extend your legs and come into that beautiful final pose called Shavasana. And you might want to prop this under your knees, a blanket over if you've gotten a little warm. It's to your comfort. But let's take a few minutes here. And once again, we're still traveling. We're always traveling, right? Until we decide that here is where I'm going to rest. And in Shavasana. And imagine you've come into this beautiful glade. The grass is soft. There's flutes playing in the background. There's birds.
a brook close by. And your body on each exhale is just finding the soft earth in which to sink into. And it's the earth that supports us every day through the food we eat, through the ground that we walk on, through the trees that come through it to build our homes. The earth supports us. Sink into this energy, this life-giving, God-given source. We talked about this journey, who we are, finding that true self, and perhaps where you've landed on this journey, you'll find to the delight and amazement that your true self has been seeking you all along. And it's here that you are meeting. Begin to wiggle your fingers or your toes, maybe one at a time. And just bring all your attention there. Feel that one digit, that one part of your body. Taking the time out of our busy and at times stressful days. Know that we have access to this quiet place that is just there waiting for us to arrive. And now deepening your breath, begin to move in such a way that brings you back to the place where we started our journey, to a comfortable seated pose where we'll end our time together for today. And so I invite you to extend your spine, ears away from your shoulders, rooting into your pillow or cushion, extending through the crown of your head, core engaged. On your next inhale, bring both arms up, fingertips just touching. On the exhale, float down into prayer, landing at heart center. The divine in me bows with such joy and gratitude to the divine in each of you for allowing me, trusting me to guide you through this sacred practice. Namaste. God bless. Thank you all for having fun with me. New beginners, you stay at it. You teach me all the time when I have to slow down and really think about what it is I'm doing. So thank you for coming to yoga today. And next month is a whole new month, and we'll have to think of something to do. But I always look forward to knowing you're on the other end. So God bless. Have a wonderful day. See you next week.